Good evening, and welcome to Negril Times. In tonight's special report, we examine how long-standing political neglect, weak representation, and broken promises contributed to voter disenchantment, and ultimately the JLP's fall from grace in Western Westmoreland and Western Hanover. In the aftermath of the general elections, residents of Western Hanover and Western Westmoreland have been subjected to harsh criticism and scathing remarks from individuals far removed from these parishes. People who neither live here nor possess any genuine understanding or first-hand experience of the realities within Jamaica's westernmost constituencies.
Fool and stupid. Take an example again when we talk about the same situation. Look for Hanover and Westmoreland. Take a good look for Hanover and Westmoreland. We don't have a road down there. We don't have a water down there. We not even light we don't have down there. And yet still, we don't gone back again in the same set alliance then.
Over and over the rest of Jamaica show Westmoreland and Hanover say, only they do a foolishness. It's like the JLP take you out of the mud, wash you off, put on clean clothes for you, and let you go. And you just gone right back in the mud, gone walla, you know.
However, the Jamaica Labour Party's losses in Western Westmoreland and Western Hanover during the recent general election have been attributed by many residents and observers to long-standing issues of neglect, unfulfilled promises, and dissatisfaction with parliamentary representation and state agencies, among them the National Works Agency, Postal Corporation of Jamaica, National Water Commission, Jamaica Tourist Board, the Tourism Product Development Company, and the Tourism Enhancement Fund.
West Indies contribute a very large amount of US dollars into the kitty every year. It's being left behind like it is a ghetto.
Despite Negril's massive contributions to Jamaica's tourism revenue, nearly 1/3 of US $4.3 billion in earnings, the town has long bore the brunt of neglect. Poor roads, intermittent water supply, and the absence of promised infrastructure, such as the 33 kilometers of pipelines linking Negril to Roaring River, a project first announced and then delayed, even by the Prime Minister himself. For a long time, residents had been expressing concerns about what they perceived as limited representation from MPs. Moreland Wilson, Westmoreland Western, and Tamika Davis, Western Hanover.
Western Hanover residents call on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to replace Member of Parliament Tamika Davis, citing her absence and inaction on poor roads, lighting, and water access.
Together with what they said was insufficient follow-through on commitments from Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, which affected not only local infrastructure, but also public confidence. When MPs fail to deliver, it becomes the party's kryptonite, leading to electoral collapse, internal dissent, and reputational erosion. In this case, Western Westmoreland and Western Hanover returned to PNP hands. Voters made it clear. Poor representation had consequences. Yes, some progress was made, like a $42 million West End Road renovation by TEF, the signing off on a National Water Commission water project by the ministry offering $221 million for supply relief, and a broader $67 to $68 billion Western Water Resilience Program for long-term drought preparedness. But residents say those efforts came too late, too fragmented, and were overshadowed by years of neglect. Garfield James, who replaced Moreland Wilson as the JLP's candidate just 4 months before the election, ultimately lost the seat by a little over 2,000 votes to the PNP's Ian Hales. Many observers say James was a casualty of the deep-seated frustration caused by the years of ineffective representation from his predecessor, the failures of state agencies such as the NWA, TPDCO, and the Postal Corporation, unfulfilled promises like the 33 kilometers of water pipelines, neglect from Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, and the overall dilapidated state of Negril. Despite his efforts, James was weighed down by the baggage of accumulated neglect in the constituency. Negril, whose capital base is tourism, has seen a decline that many attributed over the last 2 years to broken promises. That sentiment is echoed across both Western Westmoreland and Western Hanover constituencies. Promises without action breed apathy, say voters. Constituents say they were promised pipelines, beach park, but got none. Neglect isn't just a political failure, it weakens the local economy. Few projects directly benefited small businesses or craftsmen. Visitors were left unimpressed. Local pride was dented. In Western Hanover, Jamaica Davis also fell victim to this tide of discontent. The neglect in the constituency was glaring. The dilapidated state of the capital, Lucy, with garbage strewn around the town center and the silt-filled venture gutter at its heart. Promises made nearly a decade ago to rehabilitate Fort Charlotte into a major attraction for locals and tourists, with backing from the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Tourism Product Development Company, were never delivered. Similarly, the Tourism Enhancement Fund's pledge to transform Watson-Taylor Park into a modern, vibrant space for the people of Hanover, similar to Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay, never materialized. The failures went beyond infrastructure. Residents says Davis did little to address the plight of unattached and out-of-school youths in Western Hanover, where juvenile delinquency is rampant. Her contributions in Parliament were negligible. The Hansard, which records every utterance by MPs, reflects her lack of meaningful engagement. Meanwhile, the Hanover Youth Empowerment Center, once seen as a beacon of hope, fell into decay under her watch. These failures, combined with neglect, disillusionment, and voter anger, sealed her fate and contributed to her loss to the PNP's Heather Miller Bennett. Neglect, according to the people in these constituencies, cost the JLP the election. So again, why the Jamaica Labour Party lost these seats? Broken promises and unmet infrastructure needs. Perceived inactivity by local MPs. Poor coordination among agencies like NWA, National Solid Waste Management Authority, JTB, and the Postal Corporation, and growing voter apathy driven by neglect, and lackluster support by the Jamaica Tourist Board to market Negril as an ideal tourism destination. So what's next? The people of Western Westmoreland and Western Hanover made their voices heard at the polls, demanding action, not excuses. That's your Negril Times special report. Unfinished bridges to nowhere, and a warning to any party that underestimates the power of consistent representation. For now, the two constituencies, Western Hanover and Western Westmoreland, the two parishes which Negril straddles, demand better.
This October, reconnect with your roots during the Lighthouse Inn 2 seasonal getaway special and enjoy 20% off our regular room rates. And celebrate Jamaica's rich heritage at the very tip of the island where land meets sea. The Lighthouse Inn 2 in West End Negril, home to some of the most beautiful sunsets in the world. For Jamaicans in the diaspora, second, third, and even fourth generation national, Heritage Week is a perfect time to rediscover your culture, your history, and your identity. From Heroes' Day ceremonies in parish capitals to vibrant cultural festivals and mouth-watering heritage cuisine, October is a month of pride, tradition, and celebration across the island. And here in Negril, October is one of the most peaceful and economical times to visit. You'll enjoy lower prices on rooms and excursions, and the freedom to explore Jamaica's cultural treasures at your own pace. The Lighthouse Inn is just a short walk from the legendary Rick's Cafe, ranked among the 10 best bars in the world, and only moments away from Negril's famous 7 Mile Beach. Make Lighthouse Inn 2 your home during this unforgettable journey. Nestled at Jamaica's westernmost tip, our nature-inspired retreat offers serenity, comfort, and the perfect base for both heritage exploration and family connection. This National Heritage Week, come home to Jamaica. Come home to yourself. Stay at Lighthouse Inn 2 Negril.